All right, industrial safety. Please pay attention to the sound of my voice. I'll be doing more of explanation and less of writing. Okay, now, just like what we have been discussing earlier, industrial safety refers to the management of all operation. Okay, industrial safety. We are simply talking about the management of all operations and events within, all right, an industry in order to what? Protect, okay, its employee and assets, the activity, the management of all operation within an industry in order to protect its employees and its assets. Awesome, awesome. This is good. Just a moment. Okay, now, like I said earlier, this is the safety that involves, just a moment, connect my gadgets, just a moment. Okay. Now, this is the safety that has to do with all the efforts of an organization put together in order to protect its staff, okay, its staff and its assets against harm, damage, or loss. Are we together? Now, we have that as that. And when an organization does this, basically, the organization helps by minimizing hazard, okay, hazard, risks, accidents, and so on. So it is very important that every industry does this. Now, there's something called occupational safety as well. Okay, Occupational Safety and Health Association is said to be the primary regulatory occupational safety and primary, all right, and health organization. Okay, Occupational Safety and Health Organization, Health Association. Okay, Occupational Safety and Health Association is referred to as the primary regulatory body, all right, in the United States that is dedicated to ensuring industrial safety. All right, this body is responsible for ensuring industrial safety in the United States. So we have that as that. So now, industrial safety cover a number of issues and topics, okay, affecting the safety of personnel, all right, and the integrity of equipment. All right, safety. Personnel and integrity of equipment. And when equipment are up to standard, when they are updated, they can barely malfunction. Okay, but if there are no integrity to equipment, they will malfunction, and this can lead to an accident. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, there's something called general safety. Okay, general safety, all right, is said to be an aspect of safety which are common to all industries. General safety. Then we have the occupational safety and health. This is particular. This is the safety that is intended and it is particular about occupation. Are we together? We also have the workplace safety. This is the safety that is targeted at workplace. So we have that as that. So we have some objectives of industrial and workshop safety. Now, some of the objectives are there is need to reduce, all right, or prevent accidents. Okay, that's one of the reasons for workshop or industrial safety or the objectives. This is why we have industrial safety to reduce risk, to reduce accidents, to also achieve better morale, all right, better morale of the employees. These are some of the objectives of industrial safety. So we also have some common industrial and workshop accidents. Okay, the likes of trivial. Okay, trivial here simply means, okay, trivial simply means an accident with less damage. They were talking about trivial, all right? Those are types of common accidents, okay? Trivial. Then we also have something called the minor accidents, serious, and the fatal accident, okay? And when we talk about the fatal now, these are the kind of accidents that probably they are damage, they are not probably, certainly they are damages, all right, some serious damages. So we have that as that. So very quickly, we want to talk about some of the causes of industrial and workshop accidents. Some of the causes are, all right, faulty equipment. So faulty equipment might have led to this accident. And don't forget, we said something about the integrity of an equipment. All right, integrity of equipment. Okay, when the equipments are okay and they are up to standard, there will be no issue of accident. All right, but when they are faulty, all right, the chances that accident will occur is high. Okay, so we have poor discipline, lack of concentration, and unsafe practice. We have that as that. So Heinrich, okay, Heinrich did a finding, all right, and he was able to conclude after his finding that human factor is the main contributor. Human factor is the main contributor, all right, while other are minor proportion of industrial accidents. So human factor is the main contributor of industrial accidents. Others only give a percentage of about 10. Okay? Others only give a percentage of about 10, while human factor is the major contributor. Are we together? Just a moment. Now, let's take a step further. So, what are these human causes? Let's look at some of them. Human causes, we have not using your personal protective device. You can imagine you as an engineer working in a site. You know the that you're expected to wear an helmet to protect you. So if unfortunately something drops from above your head, all right, if you are with your helmet will be protected. All right, but unfortunately, because you don't have the helmet on, unfortunately, you sustain injury or you might be bruised because of you have refused to use your protective device. right? Working with mental worries. When we are, human beings, sometimes we are not happy, sometimes we are not motivated, sometimes we are sad, going to work. Can imagine somebody is operating machine and is not happy, is distracted, his attention is divided. There can be an accident, right? It might even be transfer of aggression. Okay, those are some of the human causes of accidents. So let's take a step further. So also we have the environmental causes. Don't forget, we said the major factor are the human factor. Others only contribute about 10%. Some of these others are the environmental factors. All right, just a moment. Okay, now just continue, please. We have the environmental factors. So when we say the environmental factors, what are we referring to? Now let's dissect this properly. Here, we are simply referring to, all right, poor plant layout, improper ventilation, okay, or inadequate illumination. If there's no proper ventilation, it might be a great distraction to somebody who is handling the machine or somebody who is to do some proper thing, and because of there is no ventilation or choke and it lets something else, or when the work environment is not properly, all right, the illumination is poor. These are some environmental causes. Okay, so also we have the mechanical causes, which are not using safety device, like we said earlier, improper material handling, okay, unsafe processes. This definitely will cause or lead to accidents. So we have that as that. So I think we are going to finish with the cost today, if I'm not mistaken. Just a moment. Okay, just a few more classes and we'll call it a wrap. Okay, so now we've been able to discuss industrial safety. Very quickly, let's talk about excuse me, school safety. Now, when we talk about school safety, we are simply talking about those safety procedures that must be observed in the learning environment, okay, in the school. School is a vital place for learning, very true, a vital place for learning, acquiring skills and basic attitudes, which are retained with the students through, all right, all through their life. School safety is said to be a conscious and deliberate effort. Conscious and deliberate, a conscious and deliberate effort geared towards preventing, all right, hazard by those who know the school and community best. All right. Basically, what we need to get here is that it's a conscious and deliberate effort, okay, towards preventing, okay, hazards in the school. Okay. Now, speaking of access, safety, and security of school building, grounds, and surroundings, make a hazard mitigation plan and implement plan. Just three bullet points. talking about safety and security of school building. Security and safety of school building, the playground, all right, and its surrounding, safetyness and security. Then the school should have what we call hazard mitigation plan. Don't forget, I think it's in this course we said we are susceptible to certain things, to accidents. So it will happen. So what is the plan? Okay, like I said, I made a comparison. I used my former want to destroy that. There are fire extinguisher almost everywhere. One that automatically functions, um, diffuses the moment there's the atmosphere or in the restaurant, all right, is hot above certain level, automatically just diffuses itself, all right. And we also have fire extinguishers in cylinders, all right, where we can just use manual. These are mitigation plans, all right, and all these plans not good enough to just have them. The school is also expected to implement them. So we have that is that. School safety is important to protect all students, okay, and school personnel from violence that include victimization, theft, class disorder, robbery, and so on. Okay, very important. School security is very, very important. Sample of school safety plans. All right, we have the likes of general policies, a vision statement that indicates the basic premise that all other policies will be based on. Okay, vision statement. Okay, statement regarding the school's social and cultural environment. Very, very important. So we have that as that. Also, there are general school safety policies. Okay, general school safety policies. Are we together? We have the likes of the dress code, general school safety policies. All right, we have dress code. Okay, dress code. The dress code of dressing is the first line of defense of the school. The first line of defense of the school is the dress code. All right, one of the many ways of ensuring a level of playing field for all students is by ensuring that all students wear what we call appropriate school uniform. Set them apart. All right. By so doing, identity of gangs by reasons of their dressing is eliminated, together with all possible inappropriate, hateful words and slogans of on such clothing. So school uniform is very, very important. School uniform, dress code, right? Very, very important. So we have the student conduct, okay, discipline, okay, prohibits when we talk about conduct. Students are not supposed, they are not expected to use some hateful languages. Okay, students are expected to, okay, they are not expected to be outside the school premises during school hours. These are principles, these are standards. Okay, so we have that as that. I think we'll be able to cover something reasonable today. I think with just few more classes, we are going to be done with the course HKH, KHE205. All right. In our next class, we're taking it up from road signs and road safety precautions. So I'll be doing an assignment very quickly. All right. So let me just write it very quickly. List 5 assignments. List 5 different road signs and explain in details their functions. Okay, So you're expected to list five different road signs and explain in detail their functions. So thank you very much, everyone. You have a wonderful evening. I look forward to your